In the heart of central Anatolia, where the plains of Cappadocia stretch under a sky etched by time, lies a landscape unlike any other. The surface is dotted with strange rock formations, towers and cones and spires carved by wind and volcanoes. But the real wonder, the true miracle, lies not above, but below. Beneath your feet, hidden under layers of ancient soil, is a forgotten world carved by human hands. Derinkuyu, the deepest of the underground cities of Cappadocia. At first glance, the entrance is unremarkable. Just a narrow stone stairway disappearing into the earth. But take those steps, and you're walking into a mystery. Down and down it goes, winding through tight tunnels and darkened passageways until the light of the surface is only a memory. You are now inside a city, a real city, with rooms and hallways, wells and wineries, stables and schools, all carved into volcanic rock. This isn't a cave, it's a masterpiece. Derinkuyu, meaning deep well, reaches over 280 feet, 85 meters, below ground, and once housed up to 20,000 people. This city wasn't just a refuge, it was a fully functioning society, equipped with ventilation shafts, communication tunnels, and security systems so clever they could still baffle engineers today. Some levels were designed for animals, some for food storage, others for churches, and still others as living quarters. And all of it was built without the aid of modern tools. But who built it, and why? The origins of Derinkuyu are buried in time. Some say the Phrygians began digging in the 8th or 7th century BCE. Others point to the Hittites. But the city as we know it was likely expanded during the Byzantine era around the 5th to 10th centuries AD as Christian communities fled from Arab invaders. For these people, the underground world offered sanctuary. When enemies stormed the countryside, whole villages vanished underground. Hidden doors were sealed with massive rolling stones, perfectly round, heavy enough to crush, and impossible to move from the outside. The tunnels were so narrow that only one person could pass through at a time, making it easy to defend and hard to conquer. Imagine the scene. A quiet Cappadocian morning shattered by the sound of hooves and steel. Families gather their things. Shepherds drive their goats through narrow passages. Mothers carry children in their arms as they descend into the earth. Above, raiders see only an abandoned village. Below, a city hums with whispered prayers and the muffled echo of footsteps. In darkness, people wait, sometimes for days, even weeks, until danger passes. But Derinkuyu wasn't a place of fear. It was also a place of life. Deep underground, people cooked meals, fermented wine, stored grain, and even practiced their faith. One of the city's most remarkable features is a chapel, complete with an apse and altar, carved in stone. Nearby, a baptismal pool still holds the echoes of holy water once poured over bowed heads. Life in Derinkuyu was not just about survival. It was about preserving culture, spirit, and identity in the face of chaos. The engineering is nothing short of astonishing. Ventilation shafts, some over 180 feet deep, circulated fresh air throughout all the levels. Wells provided clean water. Trash was disposed of through hidden shafts. Smoke from cooking fires was diffused so that no trail would betray their location to outsiders. Everything had purpose. Everything had meaning. Every inch of Derinkuyu was planned with care. And what's more, Derinkuyu was not alone. Beneath the plains of Cappadocia lie over 200 underground settlements, many of them interconnected by miles of narrow tunnels. These cities formed a hidden network, a shadow civilization thriving below the surface. And though Derinkuyu is the deepest discovered so far, we may have only scratched the surface of what lies beneath. The people who lived here left no written records. Their voices are silent, their names forgotten. But the stone speaks. It tells us of fear and hope, of brilliance born from necessity. It tells us of a people who, when pressed by history, did not run, but dug. When enemies closed in, they opened the earth. Derinkuyu remained hidden for centuries after it was abandoned, covered by the dust of time. It wasn't until 1963, when a man renovating his basement in the modern town of Derinkuyu knocked down a wall and stumbled into a dark tunnel, that the city re-emerged. What he found sparked a wave of exploration. The earth cracked open to reveal a forgotten metropolis, astonishing archaeologists and historians alike. And even now, much remains unknown. Some tunnels have yet to be fully explored. Legends speak of tunnels stretching for miles, perhaps even linking Derinkuyu to other ancient cities like Kaymakli, 10 kilometers away. What secrets still lie beneath the stone? What treasures? What truths? Today, visitors walk through its passages with a mixture of wonder and unease. The walls close in, the air is thick, the silence is complete. It feels less like walking through ruins and more like stepping into memory, into the imagination of a people who built downward when the world above became too dangerous to trust. Derinkuyu stands as a monument to human resilience. Not every great civilization builds toward the sky. Some build toward safety, toward sanctuary, toward the preservation of everything that matters. The underground city reminds us that survival doesn't always come with glory, but it comes with genius, determination, and unity. It whispers that fear can be faced not with flight, but with focus. That sometimes the strongest walls are carved in the dark. Above ground, the world has changed. Empires have risen and crumbled, borders redrawn, religions born and persecuted. But beneath Cappadocia, the shadows of Derinkuyu remain, unchanged, unwavering. A ghost city that once pulsed with hidden life, a secret that took centuries to be remembered. And so, beneath the stones of Turkey, a question lingers. When the world collapses around you, will you flee or will you dig?